My mom says my passion started in the crib. She remembers that when I was a baby and I was crying my lungs out, a ladybug landed on my nose and I immediately calmed down. Most people don't like insects, but for me, they're just so cute. Luckily, I wasn't the only one who loved bugs. My neighbor Thomas shared my passion. The moment they moved in, our moms became besties and started planning our whole lives together. We grew up listening to the same music, eating the same food, and even having matching clothes. It was like we were twins, except we weren't even related. I would drag him all over the fields and woods, and we'd come home covered in mud and grinning from ear to ear. It was the best.
You're the best mud monster friend ever. And you're the best spider catcher friend ever.
But everything changed when we were in the 4th grade. I was excited to show my teacher the worms I'd collected from the garden, but the only thing I had to put them in was my lunchbox. So I had to toss my sandwiches to make room for my new little friends.
Everyone is gonna think you're gonna eat them for lunch.
I thought it was a silly fear, but when I got to science class, everyone was teasing me about my worm lunch.
Thomas, tell them it's not true. But they are in your lunchbox.
The whole class laughed, and I felt my face turn bright red.
Thomas eats his boogers.
It wasn't true, but now everyone was laughing at him, and we both felt angry and betrayed. After that epic fight, things between Thomas and me were awkward. He stopped coming on bug hunting missions with me, and there was always this weird tension in the air, like we were both waiting for the other to start something up again. And then the pranks started rolling in, and they never stopped, even as we were growing up. And that's how Thomas turned from my best friend to my worst enemy. He was the proof that you can be a beautiful butterfly on the outside and a stink bug on the inside. Every day was a new prank. Like in 8th grade, I was already late for my final exams, and he had glued my locker shut. Are you feeling stuck?
You jerk. I have never met anyone so annoying in my life. Why does he have to be so annoyingly handsome? What a waste of good cheekbones.
And the other morning, when I was about to leave for a jog, I stepped in dog poop right outside my door. And I didn't even own a dog. You guessed it right. Who else could it be? But like a bee against a wasp, I wasn't intimidated by his sting. I gave as good as I got. And the next weekend, when they were away, I snuck into his house and switched his toothpaste with cheddar. Say cheese! And also rearranged his room's furniture since I was at it. This was a war, and we gave no quarter. Unfortunately, our poor classmate John was often caught in the crossfire. One time, he sat on the wrong chair, which Thomas had covered in tacks. What is wrong with you, man? You did this all for Reese? Because you wanted to make fun of her? Just stay away from her, or what? You want to fight? Come on, John. Don't waste your energy on him. I'll settle this with him. So another time after art class, I prepared a little surprise in a bucket. And unfortunately, John got a face full of green paint. I'm so sorry, John. That was for Thomas. If he hadn't ducked, everyone started laughing hard at John, and I felt so bad for him. I ruined your clothes. I need to make it up to you. No, just stop. Didn't you and Thomas used to be such great friends? Don't remind me. But when I started junior year, I promised myself that I would not rise to the bait, no matter what Thomas did. I walked into school on the first day with a smile when... Looks like it's raining inside. How dare you! I snatched the umbrella from Thomas, ready to teach him a lesson, but then I slipped on the wet floor, and I mistakenly smacked against John, who was just passing by. Ouch! Oh no, I'm so sorry. Everyone started laughing at John, but he didn't utter a word and just left. That's it, Thomas. Just leave me alone, okay?